didn't they lose game one?
Yeah.
And they won game two, and then y'all, I don't want y'all, don't come back. I don't want you over here.
Don't you come back to me on this. Okay.
Say everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man. Not but Memphis over here. Memphis, yeah, you know what happened after every dunk. Some of one, some of that.
What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, man. And today we got Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless going in on the Memphis Grizzlies again. Now, we all saw what happened with Dillon Brooks and Donovan Mitchell last night. And I will say, you know, a lot of times you have these players that's enforcers or supposed to be the tough guy on the team. And sometimes we've seen Draymond Green, we've seen, you could go all the way back to Bruce Bowen. Ironically, you know, the play that put Kawhi Leonard out was actually started by San Antonio Spurs and Bruce Bowen, where he would stick the foot under the player up in the air. He used to do it to Kobe and others. Bruce Bowen did, and it was crazy that Zaza Pachulia did that to a San Antonio Spurs. You know, first I remember it, you know, happening was by Bruce Bowen, who normalized and did it on the regular. But my thing is, you will see like these enforcers and tough guys on the team, or defensive stoppers, whatever you want to call them, whatever label you have, Kurt Rambis, anybody, you will see that edge that they have spill into dirty play. And Dillon Brooks definitely entered in the Grayson Allen realm last night with the Chris Paul below the belt shot that he took at Donovan Mitchell, which, man, that's never cool. You don't play with a man's family jewels like that. You just don't do that. There's no place in the game for that. But Skip and Shannon, they spoke briefly about it, and I didn't play that part in this clip, but Shannon was saying that it's at the point now where Dillon Brooks needs to get about 3 games. You know, he needs to sit down and think about what he's doing, because it's becoming all too normal. You know, he sat Gary Payton down for a long time, you know, with that terrible foul when he was up in the air, you know, and he's been doing these type of things, and it's going to get to a point where you're going to have an all-out fight or brawl. So you have to control that physicality before you end up seeing a Malice in the Palace Part 2 somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It could get really bad if you don't control the play on the court. You got drunk fans and everything else. So those are all the ingredients, if it's not contained to a certain level, to cause an all-out melee and brawl. So this is what Shannon and Skip had to say.
And what did he think Donovan Mitchell was going to do? Like, oh, man, it's cool, no problem. Yeah, he was supposed to try to hit him in his head with the ball. He was supposed to react the way he reacted. I don't know what the NBA thinking. Like, oh, man, Donovan, you can't react like that. When the man intentionally did it, and he has a history. Skip, remember he smashed Gary Payton Jr. out there? Dislocated his elbow?
Yep.
He got several, Anthony Edwards on the screen. He tripped D'Angelo Russell. I mean, come on, bruh. But it's hard for me to believe it. And from what I'm hearing from around the league, they do more talking than anybody. And they do more talking, and they don't have the victories or the resume to back it up. Ever since Josh said they ain't worried about the West, they've been a 500 team. Ever since he's been talking about their dynasty, they've been a 500 team or below 500.
Yeah.
All that talking, you still got to play the game. And they doing a lot of talking with not a lot of results to back it up.
So Ja, and I'm trying so hard to love his game and who he is, but I started in the first round against the T-Wolves last year. You want to talk about talking without having done nothing. and they win one game, and Josh talking like they just won the championship.
Yes.
Say everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man. Not but Memphis over here. Memphis, yeah, you know what happened after every dunk. Some of one, some of that. Big Memphis.
You got to turn it down a little bit until you start to prove it. If you can go beat Golden State.
Because I think didn't they lose game one?
Yeah.
And they won game two, and then y'all, I don't want y'all, don't come back. Oh, I don't want you over here.
Don't you come back to me on this. Okay. So here's Ja after the game. He says, anything when it comes to negative about the Grizzlies, we normally, we know, you know, we get the punishment. It ain't the same. The NBA hate us. No. You brought it on yourself.
Right. Isn't he the one that said we don't duck smoke, we run up the chimney? So you look.
That was after game 2. That was the quote.
Ain't ducking no smoke. We run up the chimney. We don't got no soft guys over here.
So, man, so much to unpack there. I agree with pretty much everything Skip and Shannon said that time, man. To agree with everything they saying is crazy because normally I don't, man. But the Memphis Grizzlies, they got to make up their mind. Do you want to be the team that nobody likes, or do you want to be the team that everybody loves? You know, you saying 1 minute you good in the West, you pretty much discrediting all the work that a lot of these teams put in. You don't even acknowledge Giannis in the East as a threat. You say that only thing you worried about is Boston. Well, only team you can really see is Boston. Like, y'all have already won and y'all just getting ready for the playoffs. Y'all got more to prove in the playoffs, dog. Dillon Brooks, you know, I agree with Skip. You know, this is his brand. He thinks this is enhancing him. He thinks this is going to take him to the next level, you know, being this guy. But you can't be too dirty with it. You know, that can go two ways. You know, you could start getting too many fines. You could be too dirty as a player. You know, for the most part, even though Pat Bev, you know, he had that incident with Russell Westbrook that wasn't cool. But he's been mostly defense, and he gets cooked sometimes, you know, but you know, you got to be a person that can get cooked sometimes. You know, yeah, Pat Bev, he does still do some edgy stuff, but for the most part, ever since that Russell Westbrook incident, he's cleaned it up a little bit, and he's made good plays, or he'll give a hard foul, like not nothing that's going to jeopardize someone's career. You know, not while they airborne and things like that. Dillon Brooks could have ended Gary Payton's career on that play that he fouled him on. And you can't have those, you know. Now, I think Ja Morant, you know, he's saying that nobody in the NBA likes us, but y'all put that energy out there. Y'all put that out there, and that's what it is now. You know, teams remember what you said, and y'all been under 500 since. Because some teams that probably was just going out and playing, they playing y'all now like, you know, they got something to prove every night. And you put that target on your back with every team in the league. So you might go to Detroit and get their best shot. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to be ready for that. Normally, put it like this, the energy that's normally reserved for a team like the Warriors, you get the Warriors to come to town. You know, you trying to take their head off. You know, Milwaukee. Teams that have won the championship, you see LeBron James, you trying to play your best game, you know, as an opposing team. And now y'all have unnecessarily put that same target on y'all back just with talking and chirping. And there's nothing wrong with it, but you got to be ready for what comes with that, you know. And that's not going to be everyone loving y'all, everybody patting y'all on the back. But now, I like the way Jaren Jackson Jr. carries himself. He doesn't seem to say too much. Honestly, he's not like a lot of these guys. But the rest of the team, man, Brandon Clark is like that too. They just go out and play. But it's really, honestly, we say the Memphis Grizzlies, but for the most part, 100%, it's just Ja and Dillon Brooks when you really think about it. Who else has come off as somebody you just can't stand? You know, or somebody else that's really just making the media come down hard on them. Because Desmond Bane's not like that. Steven Adams, I mean, we look for him to step up for his teammates. So not even him. Zaire Williams, you don't feel that way about him. I mean, you think about Tyus Jones, all these other guys, they're just good, hard-nosed players. But the identity that the team is starting to take on is Dillon Brooks and Ja Morant. And that's crazy because a lot of people lump them in and say the Grizzlies talk too much, but man, it's really just Ja Morant and Dillon Brooks when you really, really think about it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.